You're trying to watch that after you're done with everything else you're on right now? What do you want right now?
I think I finished everything else. I've just finished. Fuck, what was it? Oh, American Horror Story, the new season. I didn't really like it. It was whatever.
You haven't started Midnight Mass.
No, not yet. So I don't know if I want to wait until like October to do that. You know,
Nah, dude, watch that shit right now. Because I'm about to finish it in like a week.
or I could download it and then take it camping.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
that would be a good idea.
No,
dude. Yeah, I just thought about that. Oh, shit.
no, I really tweak myself out. No, I want to do it.
The first time I ever went camping, I was with my friend Alex invited me. And he's like, yo, my family's going camping for like the weekend. And if you want to come. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm down. Never been camping before. Like, I'm feeling a little adventurous. Fuck it. Why not, right?
Yeah.
So maybe this was also 13 years old? No, freshman year of high school. No.
Damn, you're
8th
kind of
grade.
young.
Yeah.
And your parents let you?
Yeah.
Damn. It is because you're a boy.
Part of it, my mom talked to Alex's mom. And Alex's mom was sure her like, oh yeah, like, this kid's not getting touched. Like, you'll be fine. Like, we'll be fine.
I thought you were gonna say like, oh, this kid isn't gonna fuck around like on her watch. Like they're not getting into trouble.
Well, I don't think we got into trouble. Like, we weren't smoking weed and shit. Like, your ass over here.
What would you say that?
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put you on blast. Anyways,
I'm
so
dead. No,
anyways.
but for facts. Fair.
But so basically we went camping, and I was so excited because like I never had to do anything like that, like go out with my friend's family for like the weekend and shit. So I was like, oh shit, we're going camping, and they're telling me like there's a pool there, like there's this and there's that. So
you
it's
get
like
there,
half
there's
camping,
not
half-
shit.
Like,
Just
imagine
kidding.
they took me to like Nashville or some shit, like something I was not expecting at all. But what's it called? What was I saying? So basically he was hyping me up. He's like, oh yeah, we have there's like a pool there. There's like this cabin with like an arcade and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it sounds like camping, but it doesn't sound like camping because we have all these like things to do. I guess
It sounds like just staying like in a hotel.
Yeah, basically. And either way, I was still excited. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, cool. And so then we get there and we had to set up a tent. So I'm like, oh shit, we're actually gonna be sleeping in a tent. Like, this isn't like what I thought. I thought we were gonna be like I thought we were gonna have a bed at least, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're sleeping in a fucking tent. We're putting some blankets down, like all that shit. And so then each family around the area gets like their own little like grilling area and stuff. And so you set up your tents around this campfire, this big ass campfire. Does that sound familiar? Like any other camping experience that you've had?
I've never been camping.
Oh shit, this is your first time.
Yeah.
Did you tell me that?
I think so.
Fuck. I think you're gonna have a good time. It's a good time.
Okay. I hope so.
So
the only
then-
time we used a tent was when we hotboxed.
Oh, do you want to use that tent?
No, my friend's gonna have a tent.
Okay, cool. That one
Because I
has a
told
hole.
her. No, I know. And I told her, I was like, well, we have that one. She's like, no, we can share mine. I was like,
Okay,
okay.
good. Yeah, because if
Yeah.
it rains, so you're fucked. You wake up and you're like fucking halfway in water and shit. You're like in the flotation different fucking rooms.
What the fuck?
So I think we got there like Friday night, and we're gonna stay till Sunday, and we're gonna head back home Sunday. And so I think Sunday morning, this is also the first time I ever had chorizo. My friends,
Shut
mom
the
made it. I
fuck
swear,
up.
bro, the first time. Mom's never made it.
What?
We always had our eggs with salchicha.
At your grown age.
I was like 13.
Exactly.
I don't know though. I don't know
This
why
is
my parents never fed us chorizo. Unless they didn't, like I didn't want any. But they always, with our eggs, it was always salchicha.
Damn, we always just called it a hot dog.
I think they just...
For a really long time, I didn't know the Spanish word for it. It was just always a hot dog. Oh, or funny because my grandma, so my grandma is from Guanajuato, but she like was born there, raised there, and in that town, there's certain like words. It's like they have their own like vocabulary of special words that like mean something, but like don't mean anything to anyone else. Like she would say like vaca, and that would be like give that to me. Like that.
Okay. Oh,
Or
okay.
dame para acá, something like that. But she would say daca all the time. So that's how we grew up saying like,
Oh, your whole
give me
family
that.
was saying it like this.
Yeah, but only like my dad's side. So like me and my sisters, my mom would never say it. She'd be like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, my dad would always say it.
Does your dad still say it?
Yeah. I say it all the time, and my mom hates it. She was like, "Don't say that." She's like, "It means nothing," and I'm like, "No, it does." But yeah.
They're like, "You Naka."
Well, my own mom, yeah.
Yeah.
But
But that was my first time eating chorizo.
oh yeah, I was gonna say that my grandma would call a hot dog a hodon.
Halon?
Hodon. Because it'd be like a hot dog. But she would just say hodon.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. Funny. And then you had chorizo, and then what?
So that was the first time I had chorizo, and I think it was Saturday night, so Saturday night or Saturday like evening, we were walking from this we were checking out the arcade area, but all those games were busted. Like there's no way we're playing any of that shit.
It was like on some Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah,
shit.
no,
Okay.
not even Chuck E. Cheese. Like fucking, I don't even know what's like like a bottom tier to Chuck E. Cheese.
Damn, like a Nickel World.
No, I fuck with Nickel City. I've never been to Nickel World, but I like Nickel City.
Okay.
But that's like north is shit. Anyways, we're walking back from this like little patio place, and we see something on the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And we're both looking at it, and he's like, yo, grab it. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what is it? And he's like, it's a phone. And I'm like, oh shit. So there's a phone on the floor, and I'm like, oh shit, like fuck, I'm gonna do it. And so I fucking picked up the phone, and I just put it in my pocket, and we just kept on walking. And we got back to the area, and we're like, yo, like, what are we gonna do with this? Like, you trying to sell it? Like, what's going on? And
What the
he's
fuck?
like,
At 13, you're trying to sell his phone?
and he's like, yeah, we know. There's this kid at our school who used to go to our school, graduated. He buys phones and stuff, and he like unlocks them and like wipes it and then sells it back to whoever. And we're like, yeah, we'll go to him.
But it was a nice phone?
It was like the newest iPhone that year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
A quick one. An easy one.
And then so we hit up this kid when we get back, and we're like, yo, we got this phone. Like, we found it. No, whatever. And he's like, cool. Like, I'll offer you. I'll give you like, what did he say?
Damn,
like
you guys really took it to the guy.
He's like, oh, I'll give you like 120 for it. And at the time, bro, at $1,320, like, holy shit. Like, I've never seen that much money before. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Damn.
But dude, he didn't rob us, but he damn near robbed us, because we could have made like $500, $600 off the phone. But he's like, oh, they don't know anything because they're little kids, obviously. So he's like, I'm gonna offer them the slow ass price. And so he did. And then he got the phone, and I'm like, yeah, fucking, we split the money. It's like 60-60. And I think we bought like a game that year or something. But
wow, this is really wholesome. You're over here like, oh, you're at 13 smoking weed. First of all, I was like 14. But you're over here stealing and selling phones.
I found the phone.
You could have been a good Samaritan and left it at the front desk.
With that busted ass fucking arcade, like, they would have probably kept that shit too. They would have probably sold it.
Sube el volumen.
Hautbox.
Tiene algo enorme para ti.
Si te ofrecen droga, te van a decir que se siente bien padre, que te vas a reír.
But low key, if you do have bathrooms, I hope they're not the concrete ones. Like, any concrete ass bathroom or a shower, there's always a fat ass spider in the corner. Always.
Why would you say this?
I'm just letting you know now. So like, just when you walk into these things, make sure you like look up for before you get in, because they give me those corners, or look up in the other corners, because they usually are there too.
But like, what would they do? Like, would they bite me?
Probably not. I just
Then
like to keep
that's
an eye on
fine.
them, because like these fuckers are quick, you know.
But like, if one landed on you and crawled on you, like you don't want that, or
I don't
like you
know.
mind that?
No, I would fucking like slap it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're not just gonna be like, yo, fucking come shower too, I guess. I don't know.
He's probably like, you're in my shower.
But yeah, I'm excited for you because I think it's gonna be a good time.
I'm excited. Damn, so midnight mass in the tent at night.
Yeah. Yup. I don't know.
No, I'm pussy. I can't do it.
Fucking just got water splashed on me. What would be the chances that like even after watching that show when you're camping that something would happen to you? Very low. You know?
How do you know? Like the only reason, I guess because I really like the outdoors, right? But the thing that really freaks me out is like that I always have this irrational fear that someone's gonna like come and kill me.
Like anywhere outdoors?
Yeah. Like yesterday, I went to the gym, and when I came back, in my brain, I was like, the person behind you is following you. Like they've been following you from the gym all the way here. And like the drive isn't that long. So I was like, it's turning every corner I'm turning. But I was on a main road. And I was like, I'm always like, I'm gonna fake them out and take a wrong turn. And he fucking didn't turn, and I'm like, damn, now I made this wrong turn for nothing.
But then you see him take the other block around you, now he's in front of you.
That's scary. But it's stuff like that. I always feel like someone's gonna come and kill me.
Do you play the scenario out afterwards? Like what's gonna happen to my life afterwards?
What do you mean, like afterwards?
Like I think about like if I'm walking home or something, and I'm like, dude, like what if this guy in this car right now just like shoots me, or like someone runs me over and I just die right there? Like who is gonna find out first? And then what are they gonna do? And like, are they gonna be able to like, I don't know, who are they gonna invite to the funeral? Like, who's gonna find out last? You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
I always think about maybe not that far ahead, but I think about in the moment. But I try to be like as realistic as possible. Like if I were to die, how long would it take for someone to find my body and alert people? And then by the time, like I didn't have my wallet on me, so I was like, how are they gonna identify me? You know, so. Like, how can they do it through my phone that's locked? So I have no idea.
Is that shit like public? Like being able to get hospital records? Like if they needed to identify you?
They'd probably see if you were in the database. But
Smoked weed at 12.
I like how every time you bring it up, you lower the age. Next time, I'll be smoking at 1.
I wanted to get your opinion on something. 'Cause I think this is something we hear a lot. That the younger generation is so entitled. Because I heard this today coming from an older person. I want to say like 30s. Maybe even like late 20s. Fuck, dude, I'm like mid-20s. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty popped.
Wow. Thanks. Anyways, so I think this is someone from at least mid-30s to like early 30s. They're basically saying that the younger generation is very entitled. And I've heard that very often before. But I think the amount of older people who complain about entitled younger generation are very entitled themselves.
Dude, I think the older generation is the most entitled population on earth. Like they feel like everything just has to be like given
it's
to
owed
them.
to them.
Yeah, everything is owed to them. That's exactly how it is. No, I wouldn't say that the younger one is entitled. I would say they're probably the least entitled. I don't know. I feel like it all stems back to like capitalism.
So I was really trying to think this out because I agree, but I think it's like different ends of capitalism. Because the older generation believe that they're entitled to everything because they worked their ass off for what they have. Even though shit back then was a lot cheaper. You know what I
Right,
mean?
because
So,
they
like, it's
fucked
like,
it up.
Yep, exactly. And like now they feel like they're just fucking owed everything.
Yeah.
And the younger generation gets the entitlement from, I think it's like more of like a fast thing. Like they want everything fast. Like they're entitled to have it quickly and whenever they want because of how like Amazon is and shit. Like they just
See,
speed
but I
everything
feel like
up.
that's just a completely different
different
spectrum of like entitlement. Like it's the new age
Right.
entitlement. which is like speed and efficiency. Yeah.
So, what do you think, or what do you believe? Do you believe in giving older people respect, even though you don't know them?
No, what the fuck? I
Because
mean,
you know where I'm coming from, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you just get respect. I think it has to be based off the first interaction that you have with them, you know, because it's really hard to say, because you're old, I don't respect you already, like off the bat, you know? But, you know, I think it would have to be some sort of interaction before I can make my judgment.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, I agree too. I think if you want my respect, you're gonna have to respect me too. Like, if
Exactly.
you expect it, it's like, oh,
Don't do that.
you fucking up. You fucking up. So back when I was in Scottsdale, in day camp,
Arizona.
no, Arizona.
There's a Scottsdale, Arizona.
No, Scottsdale by my house.
Right.
I went to day camp there. So the park district. There was just one time. It was very popular. This was like on the, this was like the Yo Mama jokes are going on and like the shows out on MTV and shit. So it was a very popular time back then. And so on the bus, on these field trips, we would say all these jokes and we'd just all be like joking with each other. And again, we would all be joking with each other. There was not one person who was involved that wasn't joking with us.
Okay.
And so I go back inside the building once we get back from the field trip, and I get called by the director of the park district, the person who ran it. And this wasn't like I didn't think anything of it because like we're cool with this lady, and like whatever. I just didn't think too much about it. And she was like, so I heard something about you on the bus today, and she was like, oh, I heard that you're making Yo Mama jokes and like saying like people's moms like this, people's moms that. And I was so like baffled because I was the only person that was pulled from that whole group off to be talked to about. And she just like, and like I never got in trouble back then as a kid, so I didn't know how to react to it. I started crying and I was like, no, like it wasn't me. Like
I knew it. Oh my gosh, you're such a Scorpio.
I was like, it was me. But like I didn't like mean it. You know, this is just like we're all just like fucking around. And what the fuck you mean such a Scorpio?
It's a very Scorpio thing to do.
To cry?
Well, yeah. You're a water sign.
Yeah, to be honest. And so I was like, nah, like it wasn't me, like, or like, it was me, but you know, I just didn't like mean it that way. Everybody was doing it. And then she was like, well, how would you feel if someone said that to you? And
Like your mom?
I was like, yeah, I was like, my mom. And I was like, I don't know, like we were just like.
You should have been straight up with her. I wouldn't care.
No, I can't do that. But yeah, basically she was just like started yelling and yelling, and she's like, okay, well, you're gonna go back in there, like give yourself like 5 minutes, compose yourself, and like you're gonna go back in there and just sit with everybody, and just basically she told me like just don't do it again, like you'll be fine.
It's because you were brown.
Because I was what?
Brown.
So like was more than I say like the minority were the white people in that park district.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely the minority.
Okay.
But so then I was like, no, I'm fine. But I'm like still like halfway crying and shit. And so I go back into the room and I just sit there by myself and I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. And that was like the only time I ever got in trouble at the park district.
Oh my gosh, that's really traumatizing.
Dude.
Did I tell the story about how I got in trouble in like 4th grade, 5th grade by the principal? Like they called me down to the principal. Yes. And I also was like shocked, right? No, but it was, I've been meaning to tell this one, but
shit.
I really want to know where this girl is now. Yeah, we're going to make a clip out of it.
The principal?
No. It was about this kid. I hope we can make a clip out of this and then make it viral on TikTok so we can find this fucking girl because fuck her. But I was like in 4th grade and she was in kindergarten. She was like a kid, right? She was like a child, a very small one. And I want to say I was in 4th grade and I was temporarily living at this other house, right? Whole thing. We were renting our house, so I don't know. We were putting our house up for rent. And then whatever. So I moved into this other neighborhood, right? It was a little far, so I went to a different school district also because my sister had to go to the bilingual class and it was there. So I went. And there was this girl, she was in kindergarten. I fucking forgot her name, but she was this white girl. And you know how on the buses, I had to ride the bus. Do you know how on the buses you get like assigned seats or whatever? So they would put a big kid and a little kid together, whatever, to split them up. And I was already, like, that seat was already mine. And then, like, she just came along and, because I had an empty seat and they just put her in mine when she went. And tell me why, like, she was just really annoying to me. Like, she's a kid, like, we have nothing in common. And I would always just read my books. It was like 30 minutes to get home. So I would like read my books from the library or do some homework, do some shit on the bus. And she would always just come in and like want to like play. Like, bitch, what do you think this is? This is no time for play. And yeah, it was just shit like that. And I would try to talk to her when she would ask me questions, but then I would get so annoyed, like I would just stop talking to her. And she'd like tell me stuff and like talk to me and ask me questions, and I would just ignore her. Like, oh my God. So this went on for probably like a week. And I just like wouldn't talk to her. And every single day I would talk to her less and less until I finally like never spoke to her. Is this bogus of me? Someone tell me, is that bogus of me?
I think you could have said like, hey, like I just don't feel like talking.
Shut the fuck up. No, stop.
Okay, you could have just been like, yo, like, I just don't feel like talking today. Like, do you mind, I don't know, just not talking? Just staying quiet. I'm trying to read. I don't know. I think there are other ways around it.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to do all that. So, whatever. So eventually, after a while, she like finally caught on that like I wasn't talking to her. She was like, "Why are you ignoring me?" Like this and that, and like,
next to you, she's telling you.
Yes, this? And eventually she got to the point. Where like one time she cried, and I was like, "Oh my God, like you're so dramatic, bitch." Whatever. So, she tells me like I'm gonna tell my mom, and I was like, okay. And then she like left. Literally the next day I was called down to the principal's office. Bro, tell me why. Like I was shit. Like my heart came out of my ass because I was so fucking shook. So I'm like sitting in the principal's office and we're like waiting, and the principal's like, "Hey, like how are you? Like how's class?" And I was like, "Oh, like it's fine." And then I was like, what's going on? And then she said that we were waiting. So I was like, okay. So like a gym class gets out and she comes, like her teacher brings her, and she brought the kid to the principal's office. And as soon as I saw her, I was like, this fucking bitch. And, yeah, so we're sitting there and she was like, "Do you know why I brought you down here?" And I was like, no. And then she was like, "Oh, well, like, I fucking forgot her name. Let's say her name was Kate. She looked like a Catherine. I'm almost positive it was some like Catherine shit." But she was like, "Oh, well, like it came to my attention that Catherine's mom was, Catherine's mom told me that you were telling Catherine that you hated her on the bus." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No." And she was like, "Oh yeah, like Catherine told her mom." And she's like, "Oh, like Jackie hates me. Like Jackie hates me." And I was like, no, bitch. So I told her, I was like, I didn't like say that. Like, that's not what I said to her. And the kid just said, this kid is stupid. So like, she's not really understanding what she's telling me, you know? So she was kind of standing there as I was telling her, like, no, I didn't say that.
What was the age difference?
She was like in kindergarten. I don't know how old you are.
She did the most, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, I don't even think she knew.
But low key,
like,
she is just a kid, and so like for her to react that way, it's expected.
That's what I'm saying. But I was like pissed because I got in trouble.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I swear to God, if they call my parents and shit, oh my God. But I don't think they did. They never talked to me about it. So. But yeah, like that's what was so infuriating, that she was telling me that I was saying this, which I didn't say any of that. And the kid was just kind of standing there because she didn't really even understand like what was going on, because she didn't know that her mom probably called the principal.
Oh, okay. I see
You
what
know?
you mean, yeah.
So I'm just here like, what the fuck? And then I went back to class.
And you said it was a white girl too.
Yeah. Mamona. Swear to God. Okay. I think we're going to get into some Discord questions now. So,
These weeks are really good.
yeah.
And we think you guys would actually like to hear a majority of them. Because I hope you guys are answering these questions as well.
Yeah. I hope you guys also answer these for yourselves too. Let's see. Ooh, this first one is from Loki. I didn't think about any answers, so I'm really winging it here.
Me too.
Okay, this first one is from Big Mama J. Is there any life hack you wish you would have known about sooner?
That's a good one. I have one. Maybe this isn't as obscure as I think it is, but I found out about this in high school during lunch. Do you know how to how do you open? Do you peel your bananas like by peeling your bananas? Like that's how you eat your bananas?
I peel my bananas by peeling my bananas.
Like you peel them,
Yeah.
right? Like to get to the actual banana.
Yeah.
So if you grab a banana by both ends, you can just pull a little bit. It'll come off at the middle, and then you just have,
Like, swear to God.
yeah,
Like, every single time.
every single time.
I have one right over there.
You could try it.
Later.
You gotta show them. You gotta do it right
Fuck
now.
it. Okay. Damn, I still have to think of mine.
You gotta eat the banana then.
I know.
We have a bag of frozen bananas in the freezer. Anytime you want to make like a milkshake, because the bananas would act as the ice too. Huh? You would have ruined the whole thing.
Then I'd have to open the other one. I have to eat both. Popped.
Just tape them back together.
Jacob opens them. They're fucking brown. Okay. Like this?
Yeah, just grab it and just.
If I get dirty, I swear to God, bitch.
There you go.
What the fuck? And what, you just peel them like this?
Yeah, if you ever want to like share one or something, that's usually the way to do it. That's cool though, right? Yeah. So I learned that in high school, and then we just the whole lunch period, we just went around asking people for the bananas, just so we can keep doing that.
Oh my gosh, you were like one of those kids that would always have like orange.
Oh nah. Even to this day, I don't really like oranges like that because the smell just stays on your fingers. I can't stand that, bro. Because then that smell gets everywhere. I can't.
Like yeah, back in like middle school and high school, like guys would go around asking for everyone for their like their cuties, like the little oranges or the
Yeah.
big oranges, and they would just have them like in their pockets. They would have like 10.
And you see it too, like little balls in their pocket.
And they would just like always have one, like pop one in their mouth. It was so annoying because like you'd be in class and you could smell it.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
you always knew who it was.
That's what I'm saying. Or like the person before you who sat at that desk had him. Oh my god, that's the worst.
One teacher I remember like hated that. Like she was like, you can't bring any more like oranges in this class, or you can't eat them in here.
Because they'd also probably like leave the shit behind, like the peels. Because you're not gonna put that back.
And
in your
also, you know
pocket.
how like when you peel them, you get that like dry residue on your
On your
hands.
fingers? Yeah,
I think that's nasty.
that's what I'm saying.
I think that's what smells. You want this banana?
I'm good, thank you.
You're just gonna leave me with a whole banana?
Leave it-
Damn. Popped.
What's your life hack?
Oh shit. Truly, I have no idea. Oh, you know
Trying to think
what?
of something that I've seen you do.
Well, because sometimes when I go on vacation, I have to like tell someone to water my plants, like if I'm gone. And one thing I learned once was that if you put a string like in your soil, like a very absorbent, like almost like a cotton, and then on the other end of the string, you put it in like a glass of water, like a bowl of water.
Get
it'll
the
water
fuck
itself.
out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. And it because
Really?
it'll only take as much as it needs and like not absorb anymore.
That's so cool. Does it work the same way as those little like glass bowls that you just stick in the soil? Because like
think
let's
that's a
say a
little
cup of
different.
water. How long does a cup of water last you if you did the string trick? I wanted to try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm not.
But I think it is like the same concept because the plant's only going to take as much as it needs. You know?
That's interesting.
Dude, you know that like company made like a fuck ton of money? Do you remember when they were on all the infomercials? Fuck, dude, those little fucking globes. They're expensive too.
How much are there?
I have no idea, but like when they were selling them, they were like $20 or something. I don't know if it was like a pack or whatever, but now they sell like the plain ones, like the generic ones at Target. And they're like $3 or whatever.
I was about to say like if they're charging more than like $10 for that thing, like that's ridiculous. I as a kid I never understood how if infomercials even made money. Like what the fuck? Like people
I
really
think they
order this
did,
shit. But
yeah.
now as an adult, I was like, oh yeah, this definitely worked. Like that's some shit I would want. Like now looking if I saw an infomercial, I'm like, oh, I like that. For
But like
$29.99.
also, I just think I don't know. Sometimes I think shit like that was like straight up like money laundering, dude. Like, did they really make
Oh,
all
I
that
see what
money?
you mean.
You know, like
yeah.
what's it called? Like they would just come out with like stupid shit and like try to sell it. So I don't even know if like they really did or didn't.
Yeah.
Like those art pens or whatever, but there was so many different kinds of like make this kind of art and like whatever. Like damn.
The animal coloring
Yeah.
books. Yeah. Remember what was the dude with the OxyClean? Was that what's his
Oh, Billy
name?
Mays.
Billy Mays when he passed. Oh,
Dude.
that was so sad. And that was a legend.
You cried.
No, I didn't cry.
Oh my god.
But then they kept on running the commercial, so they were using this man. It's crazy. Anyway.
That's kind of morbid, right? That's super morbid. You know what I also think is really morbid, like same wavelength, is when like people post artists as like posthumous work. So like after they pass away, they would like release a song or like their album, and I feel like listening to this is kind of eerie. Yeah. Okay, next question. This one is from Ash2325. What's your no skip album when smoking? Oh my god. Let me look through my.
It's one of the Maria's albums. Hold on.
Let me see. Let me see when the last time. Oh, the last album I listened to is Take Care.
There's a couple skips on there.
On
Like
Take
low
Care.
key headlines. Even after all these years, I still can't do it.
Why?
It's just it was too played on the radio, to be honest.
I would say like Igor.
Tyler the Creator. Mm-hmm. I've never really listened to Tyler. Only like maybe 1 or 2 songs. That's about it.
I dig him.
Super Clean Volume 1.
Decent.
So it's an EP. So I'm not sure if that counts. I count
it. All right. Next question. What do you look forward to the most for fall? Like, what are some essentials? Like routine, candles, food, etc. Like a perfect fall day.
A perfect fall day? Like, what are the essentials for fall that we gravitate towards? Hot chocolate for sure. Dude. And I know I'm gonna get shit for this, but the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, fire. Iced, really fire.
I've never tried one.
I look forward to this every single year. It's good. I'd recommend it. I know people like don't really they give it a lot of shit because of the name, but just try it because I really like pumpkin too. So the fact that it tastes like pumpkin, pumpkin pie, another one with whipped cream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whenever I imagine like a perfect fall day, the sky is not sunny. It's like a little cloudy. Very dry outside, just a little bit chilly to where it's tolerable. Not a lot of air.
Like hoodie?
Or wind.
Hoodie weather?
Like a good hoodie. And then like a bonfire in the backyard, you know? And your family around the fire. Also with hoodies. Ooh, the dog.
Put the hoodie on.
With the hoodie on too. And yeah, I would say like hot chocolate or some canela. And but this is more like Christmassy. Like my mom would make capirotada. Have you ever had some?
I don't think so.
I know it's more common because I know friends that are from like other states in Mexico and they also have something similar. But it's like a dessert with like day-old bread or like very hard bread and then like slices. And then they put piloncillo and raisins and shit like that. It's really good.
Never heard of it.
But I would say like that.
I think hoodies in general, just like dressing in layers. I like that.
Oh.
Not necessarily for the outfit, but like just for like the coziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Next question is from Mictopia. He said, "Hi, longtime fan, first time caller, and I wanted to know if some random millionaire decides to fund your all expenses paid 1 week trip to anywhere, where would you go and what would you do?"
I'd say my next big trip would be to like Peru, to hike to Machu Picchu. So I'd say that. Like if they could, I guess, pay for that. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I would say like Japan.
Oh, that's such a good pick. That's a good one.
It seems fun. Like I know there's so much shit you could do over there. Like if you had the funds and stuff, like some cool shit.
Yeah.
Like they're so futuristic in some aspects. And I'm like, damn, like what do they have there? And they're like skincare.
I wouldn't want to come back because of how nice it is over there.
All right. Next question. What's your comfort show / movie right now? They were saying that their comfort shows and movies always change depending on their mood and the stuff that goes on in their life. I like that. I think I said before, but like my comfort show would be Grey's, but that's for like certain moods, you know? Right now, I'm watching, I guess it would depend on the season, like what's going on right now, because I'm watching the Only Murders in the Building, and then I finished American Horror Story, like their newest season, and I'm going to start Midnight Mass. So that's on the plan. Just say Harry Potter. You know you want to.
That's a nice go-to. I always like that's a nice go-to. But I haven't seen Harry Potter in a minute. I have been rewatching King of Staten Island for a little bit. So I guess I've been stuck on that for a little bit.
You gotta watch Dave.
I really do. I know. I have to give it a. I'm gonna give it a try.
No, you would. No, you would love it. It's really good. Swear.
Maybe I'll watch that with what is it, Midnight Mass?
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Next question is from It's Jenny. If you could be a part of any zombie movie universe, which would you choose? And how far do you think you would make it? I don't personally know any zombie movie universe. Like, I hate everything zombie.
Come on.
Like it's not appealing to me.
But what if it did happen? Like that's what you have to be prepared for.
I don't
Like you don't think there's like the slightest chance that that could ever happen?
that there could be zombies? Mm-hmm. Like zombies in what way?
Like there's a disease that went out to the world, and people just started rapidly changing. Like their behavior started changing. Just like I Am Legend, so something like that.
Yeah.
And that I guess would be, I think that would be considered a zombie.
Yeah. Like a dead
So-
person, but like alive.
Yeah, but they never dies. They just like changed into that whatever that thing
Oh,
is.
okay.
So I guess like that. You don't think something like that could ever happen?
I mean, probably.
And you would want to be prepared for that?
See, the way I think about it is that if there is something that extreme where there's like really a lot of people very quickly morphing and like they come like I promise you I would not fight it.
Really?
I don't think I would fight it. Oh my God. I think I'd be like this is kind of it. I accept it and I'm just going to go with my family. I just wait it out, I guess.
I don't know. I can't. I feel like I would have to fight it. Like if you started seeing shit right now, like people just started running to the building, but they're obviously zombies. I'm just gonna have to leave you behind because you're just like, yeah, fuck it. Like we're gonna die anyways.
Like I'm sure I would panic. See, this is me going to like how would I do this?
Like
I
right
would,
now, you saw them right now. What would you do?
I would be really scared. And then I'd be like, what are we going to do? And then we would kind of know we can't go downstairs and look because we're not white people. We're not going to go and look to see what's wrong. And barricade in here with everything that we can and then grab knives and then try to kill them. But if they come in here and really busting shit down, like, I'm just going to have to let them kill me.
That's a good idea. I wouldn't think of just staying in this room. I'd think of like going to the top floor.
This is
That's
the top
a really
floor.
good idea. I wouldn't think of that. You see, this is why you need to survive and be prepared because you'd be good at this.
Oh my God. Okay. So I would choose none.
After
And I
all
would
that,
not get far.
I genuinely think I'd get pretty far.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This next one is from Sarita. What's your biggest fear and why? Damn, we're going to get serious now.
Oh, that's
No more
the kind of
laughing.
fear you meant.
I will once again say the dark is my biggest fear. Yeah. And why? Because I have a fear of the unknown visually. Yeah. That's why I think camping is going to be so scary. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll see.
Take nightlight.
I'll sleep with my phone flashlight on. That's what I usually do when I go home.
Steal someone else's phone and use theirs, and then sell it. So I think last time I said just paralysis in general. But I think now that I think about it even more because of my dreams that I've been having recently, I think it's being stuck in a loop. It's like if I were to... Like the last time I did acid, I was stuck in a loop. And that shit really scared me.
Yeah, it's really spooky.
So I think that.
That's a good one. All right, next question. I would say we can answer the second one because I feel like we've answered the first one a lot. But I'll tell you it anyway so you get the context. This one's from Pels. Hi, have you guys ever explained how you two met each other? And what qualities do you look for in people to be friends with? So we have explained how we met and how we became friends or whatever. So those were, would you say like the first 10 episodes? Between there. If you guys want to go back and listen to our villain origin story. But qualities I think that I would look for in a friend or like some loyalty. But I know that you won't have like a ton because you just have met the person. But I guess showing of loyalty in small ways, you know, like that. I would say loyalty is one.
What would be those small ways? Like an example of that small way. Like maybe someone remembers something you said.
Yeah. I guess that could be like a form, but I would also, what do you put like being reliable under being loyal? Because I
Because
think
they respect your time.
yeah, I would say that. And I don't know. I think that's it.
I like when people can have a conversation, but also be interested in getting to know you. So like there is a whole part of like me talking to you and getting to know you, but if you're doing the same thing and like putting effort into getting to know me, and then like I said, like maybe that person goes and does like some research on what you said because they found the interest in themselves. So I guess like that.
Wow, I really like that explanation because I find myself doing that a lot when I meet new people usually. And I didn't do this before. I actually just recently, because I was like, damn, I don't really have a lot of friends, right? But the friends that I do have, obviously, I want to keep them. And I want to make sure that, you know, we have this like great friendship still. And what I found myself doing now when I meet people or I'm cultivating a friendship is like I write down stuff in my notes about like things that they like. Like for my boyfriend's family, like I met them, it was a really long time ago, but I remember when I first met them, I like would talk to them and they would tell me like their favorite vacation they ever went on and like their favorite song, and they would show me and I would put it in my notes. And then for next time I would listen to that song or like research the place or whatever and like bring it up in conversation. Do they know that? I have no idea. Like I don't know if they feel like, oh, she's putting in effort or whatever, but I do that. So
I'm sure they do.
let's hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that.
I also like when someone can make fun of you and you can like reciprocate that. You know what I mean?
I like that.
They
Yeah,
can
like
just fuck around with you and like no hard feelings.
yeah, I like that. Got to be a little goofy. You know, you have to have a little sense of humor.
Be able to laugh at yourself.
Ooh, that too. That's a good one. Oh, no one likes the guy where it's like you tell a joke and they're just like, haha, yeah, fuck you. Those guys are no fun. Next question is from Angel. Where do you see the pod going? I think we've also answered this before a couple times, but each time, I guess.
We keep adding on to it.
Yeah, we keep adding on to it because I feel like we just don't expect for whatever's next to happen. So we just like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I expect really big things, to be completely honest.
Me too.
I expect us to be the first ones to do a lot of things, I guess, in the podcast world. I expect us to have some of the greatest visuals and marketing in the podcast world.
Yeah.
Because even when I was doing that trailer for season 2, I was looking up I was trying to find stuff like that. Like, what are some podcasts doing that I like their marketing because this video, like this promo video that they put out, or like something, you know, like I guess even with the merch,
Right.
like some merch things that other podcasts are doing. But I haven't really found something that I really was like, oh, like, that's very unique.
Also, almost like a cinematic way of promoting the pod.
Yeah.
You remember how like this is gonna I don't know if you do or no. I think you were on Twitter at the time when Kanye started bringing out his like marketing and stuff for his clothes and his like shoes and stuff, and like this big promo like campaign thing that he did. You just never really saw something like that because it was so new, and plus because he was like just getting started, I guess, in the fashion world. But that's what I kind of like imagine what you're saying. Is that like just because I also have never seen a podcast do like almost like a cinematic, very mindful way of like marketing to reach people in podcasting. So like you saying that is what that like reminds me of. I'm not trying to say we're Kanye by all means, but I like this. I like the work.
But we're doing, and that's only gonna get better as we get more comfortable with pushing ourselves, I guess, past our limits too, and like being outside of our comfort zone. What's it called? Fuck.
Also becoming better speakers. Honestly, every single time I feel like I think back to the episodes, I'm like, fuck, like I'm a way better speaker now than I was like obviously when we started, but also from the middle and like till recently. I feel like we're only getting better. You know?
This is also helping me a lot out in public too. Like I feel like I'm getting a lot better at speaking and kind of just like being myself because I'm able to do it technically in front of all these people. But
damn, I cannot do this like and think that this is in front of all these people. It did to me. This is like just to you. But it's really it's a little weird when it gets to like people in public because they know a lot about you, and then you're just like, I have no idea who you are or your life, So it gets kind of spooky. But
I found that I would tell a story, and someone's like, "Oh, like I heard that already," because I saw my cousin at work the other day, super random, and she was like, "Oh, I heard, I listened to the podcast already. Like I heard that," or I was like, "Oh, I forgot what I said." I was telling her something, and she's like, "Oh, I already I knew that already."
You knew that
because I heard the episode, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
we're never gonna have any original thoughts ever again.
Oh,
my name was in there. I was like, I did not ask anything. This next one is from Crystal. What's your favorite house plant?
my bonsai tree has to be my favorite one right now.
Damn, it's still not dead. I'm proud of you.
You really thought I was gonna kill that shit? That was a gift. I can't kill that.
They just look so hard. They look incredibly hard.
Dude, I'm trimming it next month, October, for my birthday.
Oh,
that's my
it's your birthday gift to yourself.
I'm gonna go live that day too. I've been telling myself for like 3 months already. I'm like, okay, fuck it, we'll do it.
Guys, we're gonna make an event out of it. You better have the fucking bonsai tray, your trimmer things.
I'm gonna have everything done by the set.
And then you have to have like a bottle of tequila next to you, and then like a joint, and we have to like throw an event. Come on.
Down. That's the day I put on my Instagram.
Oh, okay. Instagram handle drop that day. I'll remind you guys. Let's see. Mine would have to be my Chinese money plant. The ones that are like this. They have like the circles. I have like 4 of them. Very cute. And pretty easy. This next one is from Yulisa. What clothes make you feel powerful? I like that.
Have you seen my Zara pants? Let me show you this picture. I genuinely like this picture.
Okay.
And like that's what I like to wear when I feel, I guess, powerful.
I want to know.
So it's nothing crazy, but it's like a black shirt. Black shirt with these Zara pants, and they're like black and gray.
I would say what makes me feel powerful, and I don't know why. I mean, they're clothes, but would I wear them out? I don't know. I mean, yes, because I have before. It's like biker shorts in a bralette. I don't know. Because I don't really like a lot of the clothes that I wear because I don't have a lot. And I'm just like, it's like whatever. And then when I wear like bummy clothes, I'm still like, like it's comfortable, but it's whatever. But I feel like when I wear that, I'm just like, I'm the most comfortable. You know what I mean?
You just feel good.
Yeah. I feel like at home.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So this would be the outfit with some white stands. I like this
I
outfit.
like those pants. I don't think I've ever seen those.
But yeah.
They're like, what would you call them? Like plaid?
Yeah, there we go. Like a dark gray plaid with
With like a black shirt.
black shirt and white stands. Yep.
Wow. He's a Zara model.
I just feel very well put together.
Okay, next question. Oh, I like this one too. Okay, next question is from Rosary. What are you proud of but never had the excuse to talk about? I'm honestly going to say this podcast.
Aw. You don't talk about it to people?
Honestly, no. Like, it just never comes up and I never want to, like, say it, I guess. Like, I'm very proud of it, but, like, it just never really comes up. And I'm not going to be, like, the first one to bring it up, you know? But, I mean, I talk to it with, like, my friends and family and stuff, but not ever in, like, a casual conversation.
I get you.
With, like, other people.
Like to the extent of even what it is.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then sometimes, like, I continuously talk to someone. Like, this happened with the girl from TikTok. She, like, me and her, we would go out and stuff. And I don't think it was until, like this month, like earlier this month, that she was like, oh, like, you have a podcast. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Because I probably posted on my story or whatever. And, yeah, she was like, oh, like, damn, like, that's really cool. And I was like, yeah. She was like, why didn't you tell me? I was like, oh, I don't know.
Are people continuously like, hitting you up the more you post it on your own story? Like people you know from outside the podcast?
What do you mean?
Like, are more people hitting you up often, telling you like, oh shit, I didn't know you had a podcast?
Like from people that I already knew?
Yeah.
No. What was the question? Sorry,
Never
I
mind,
have to
never
like
mind.
process it. What would you say?
For about 2 years, I managed like in quotation marks, like 3 different artists. And we did a lot of cool stuff for those 2 years. We got to travel with it. We got to do a lot of shows. I think being part of the whole process of making the music too was pretty cool. But I feel like this is something I don't ever talk about, just because again it's not brought up. I just don't want to talk about it either.
There you go. People go ask him when he drops his new Twitter. Let's see. Next question is from Susie. What's something you wish your parents taught you?
I just wish we had a lot better money management. I guess money for us was just looked at as tax season and like Christmas. Like that was like the times when I guess my dad had a little bit more money because it's obviously taxes, and then the Christmas bonuses, and then we'd get like our little
Gifts.
shopping spree, and then that'd be it for the whole year. And so that's kind of how I grew up, and kind of have developed a little habit because of it.
Damn.
Yeah. You?
Damn, I have to think about it. Damn, is this one gonna get personal? I'm just kidding. I wish my parents. I think this would go under like the taught, I guess, category. I wish my parents taught us how to like speak more openly to people, because every single time that we'd go like visit family friends and stuff like that, or like my own family, when we were growing up, we would go, but we would just be really shy, you know? We would never be those kids that would fucking run around and scream and shit like that. We were always really next to my parents, and we would just like sit there and be quiet. And then sometimes they would ask us questions, and we would just be like really shy to answer.
Or just like, would you laugh it off?
No,
I would laugh
like
it
we would
off.
just be kind of like there, and then my parents would be like, oh, like they're really shy or whatever, and like they would just answer for us. And I was like, I don't know, like it was just always like really weird. I have no idea.
Did you stay in your room when family was over, or were you the kid who went out and actually was
At some
with
point,
family?
I didn't like being there, but for the most part, I would always be there. It would probably be mostly my sisters that would go to their room and like not come out. Because now, like as an adult, I really enjoy that. Like my parents, like when they go visit or they have company, like I usually like sit there with the company and like talk to them and stuff like that. But no, the rest just leave. This next one is from Angel. This one's kind of a lengthy one, but I think you need it for the context. Okay. He was thinking about the other day how there's a lot of Instagram accounts / brands that target Latinx young women with empowering quotes and quote chingona shirts, etc. And I like to follow these accounts, but on the flip side, I've noticed that there aren't many brands, or at least I haven't found any, targeting young men or young boys. How do you guys feel about that, or why do you think that is? So I have a small theory that, okay, so this whole like chingona thing, at least personally for me, I haven't started seeing it until very recently, like let's say the last like 5 to 10 years around there was when I started seeing like chingona and fucking, what else do they say? I don't know, just those very like femme, like badass woman shirts, right? Which is cool, whatever, but I think it stems back from like the girl boss movement from when that was first starting. What's the nasty gal lady? Like she was like the super OG like thrifter, and then would like sell it on her website blog thing. And she made like a fuck ton of money, and I mean the company's still up today, but I think she sold it or like she was fired from it, some shit like that. But I think that's to me where it starts, because they start seeing like this white girl boss type of movement, and it just got adopted into like brown culture, and now they're like, oh, like this very like hardworking, also against machismo, which I appreciate, against like machismo type of like empowering clothing movement.
Yeah.
But I think that's where that comes from. And I think that's why there hasn't been any for guys.
Because no one started the movement, basically?
Because the whole thing was, it's like, you're supposed to be empowering women. So like when it first started with the white women, whatever, they did their thing and then it got adopted. But like men have never really had to go through that, because like they've just always been the standard.
I get you.
Yeah.
I think the equivalent to that would kind of be like what Gary Vee is, which is what I would think like a lot of guys fall, like they kind of just like fall towards that, to the whole like hustle all day type mindset. Like if you're not making money, you're not doing anything, and like I can't stand.
I feel like that's a good subgenre of that. Yeah, that's a good example.
So I guess it's out there, it's just in a different form for guys, but I can see like, I guess like a lot of guys aren't empowering other guys. But
like Latino, like Latinx, that's kind of like where his thing was, because like the whole thing with like the women's ones, and why isn't there one for guys?
Yeah.
So
that's a really great question, to be honest with you. I don't think I've never even thought of it, to be honest, and I would love to think about it some more.
I would think it does stem back to the strong, other than like this being a white woman movement. When you try to do this and it's about like Mexican men or Latinx men, the machismo is really strong, and everything's pretty much rooted in it, where like I said, they're the standard and they wouldn't have like an equivalent to that. Was that a ramble? I feel like that was.
No.
Okay. This next one is from Rainy. What social stigma do you think society needs to get over? I think periods. Like just get over it.
Based off the TikTok recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just get, like everyone gets periods, like it's fine. It's literally normal.
I think what sex education is doing right now is just making people really comfortable with their bodies at a young age. Because I think that show is pretty, what's it called? It's pushed towards a younger generation to watch, but
yeah.
like we still picked it up. So the fact that they're even talking about that to such a young generation would probably help a lot of people.
Because like us growing up, we like those movies or like those shows weren't for us, but we'd still watch them. And when it was like, I mean, none of it was like really educational. So what they're doing is doing it for like this age group, knowing that like younger ones are probably also going to watch.
Yeah.
Where it's like they're going to learn it safely, you know? I like that. Next one is from Melita. What's your favorite gas station food?
Bro, the gas station, I think it's Harlem in like 77th or something like that. They have Cinnabons in there. They're so fire.
Ooh.
So fire. Just put them in the microwave for like 10 seconds.
I don't care if anyone's going to call me nasty. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I love gas station hot dogs.
I knew you were going to say the hot dog.
What?
I
Not
knew-
the
I
Hodon
knew.
is. Stop it. I like them. Whenever there is one and the I guess time arises for me to like, do I want one or whatever, I'll always get one. Okay, next.
Because they look like boiled hot dogs. They don't even look like they've been grilled
But they're
or
on
anything.
but they're the ones on like the little
The rotisserie?
rolly thing. If anything, they're broiled or something. Okay, next question is what was the first meal you learned to make as a kid?
As a kid,
I made a huevo.
it'd have to be a huevo, dude. Either that or grilled cheese, one or the other.
No, I think grilled cheese would have been too many steps for me.
No, you know what? I guess I didn't even... I guess you make a sandwich,
Or
right?
like a quesadilla,
Fire.
you know?
I have pretty good sandwiches, at least for me. I think I have a pretty good
Like as a
sandwich. I don't have like the
kid?
fancy... Yeah, as a kid. I didn't have like the fancy bread or anything like that, but just like regular like wheat or white bread. But I feel like the way I toasted it, like the amount of time I toasted it for, like the crunch, ooh, that's the best part.
Ooh, like the toast has to be as like so toasted to the point where like it scrapes the roof of your mouth. Like I don't like my shit like not toasted. It's nasty.
Nah,
that
yeah,
way.
it's all soggy and shit. I can't.
How like when the tomato juice touches the bread and it like shrivels up and then it's moist. I can't do it.
With some Cheetos on the inside.
No, you gotta do the regular Lay's. Those are
Nah, I
so
could
good. Those
not.
are so good. Stop.
But then the bread falls off and there's like an imprint on your ham from the Cheetos. Then you gotta like pick it back up and put it
That's
back in
literally so nasty. Okay, this next question is from Maritza. When you're feeling low, what is something that raises your vibrations, mood, or spirit? Damn. Okay, we gotta get serious for this one again.
Are we talking low like like a tiring day, or low as in like, damn, I'm a little sad?
I would take it as like, damn, I'm a little sad.
Okay.
I would say like making food and watching like a movie, like a good movie. You know?
Yeah.
Like really like self-care, I guess. Like do a little face mask, you know, have some food and chill. Like if you have a TV in your bed, then in bed, you know, that would be so good. If you have a TV in your room. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I said it.
5 seconds ago.
Okay.
I'm in a loop. Oh.
No, stop. Okay. What's yours?
I'm sorry. That's the day I like to indulge. Like that's the day I get the Little Caesars pizza and the breadsticks, and I'll go ahead and like
the breadsticks.
yeah, and I'll go ahead and I don't know, just eat like shit that day. So like let that be my picker upper.
I like it. I like
just
it.
like you said, chill in bed.
All right. Next one is what was the first thing you ever felt guilty or bad for doing?
There was this one time I was with my cousin's place. I think it was like someone's birthday or something. and we were watching TV. And I was a little shithead for this. I don't know why I did it. We were watching TV, and I don't know if he told me something or he changed the channel or some shit. I'm like, bro, no. And I tried to take the remote. He didn't want to give it to me, so I pulled his hair. I pulled him to the ground. I was like, no, like, give me the control. And I think his uncle, because, like, you know how, like, you have cousins whose family isn't your family?
Yeah.
Because they have, like, the other side, obviously.
Yeah.
So, like, his uncle or someone on that side was like, hey, like, don't do that.
And you were like, fuck you.
But that was the first time I was like, oh, shit. Like, why did I do that? But yeah,
Damn, what the
that's it,
fuck?
first time.
Let me think. Dude, truly, I have nothing. Can I skip this one? I'll skip this one. All right, this last one is from Angel. I think we've had similar questions to this before. What would you wear? What would your forever outfit or ghost outfit be? Trip or drown or comfy forever? I think I can say for both of us that we cherish our comfort. Mm-hmm. So we would both go comfort forever. My forever outfit, though, would have to be like my biker shorts and my fucking sweater I always wear.
It's cozy.
Mm-hmm. Yours would be your plaid pants.
No, it wouldn't be those. It would be like the green shorts I have.
No.
I have a pair of green shorts.
Okay.
And with, like, I don't know, a sweater.
Fair. All right. That was it for the questions. Those are good. I really like this week's. Very thoughtful.
I like them too.
Mm-hmm. If you guys want to submit any questions for the next episode, we are going to open up the Discords on Mondays, so you guys can do that. Check it on the Instagram, because I usually post what time we're going to do them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for
Thanks,
being with us this week.